Hello, my name is Marc from jazzguitarlessons.net. So today I want to answer a question once again by Josh. Josh, who is in Montreal. We're in the same city. Unfortunately, we've never met. But Josh, I know your brother, and we've met a few times. I think we've played together too. So here's a question. Josh is asking, you can find the link if you're on YouTube. You can find about it. And what Josh is saying is he watched Bill Evans' video and say that, young players, they just try to play around and pull out a bunch of stuff that doesn't really make sense without mastering the basics. And I think what you're saying, Josh, that Bill Evans is right, and what you've been doing is kind of right. Basically, what you're saying is you're trying to find the notes 1, 3, 5, and 7 for every chord in the tune, all the things you are, for instance. And although this relationship is strong and the analysis, like the brain gymnastics that you're going through is a good idea, I think you may as well use the same method you're using now and wind up playing a bunch of stuff anyways. Because I believe what you're missing in your approach is a way to tell what happens with those notes. Because they are not alone, as in if you play just third and sevenths and fifth and roots and stuff like that, you won't necessarily get the big melodic picture of what you're trying to say. So it's hard to split the foundation from the ornaments that is around the foundation, because the ornaments are really a big part of the vocabulary. So here's my thing. If it's not connecting to hearing what's happening, I mean, what you're describing in your question is don't have the guitar and you just think of the position, and in that position you see A flat, G flat, okay, this is the third of this chord, this is the fifth. Although this is good for your brains, it won't necessarily give you the results that you're looking for. And what I'm meaning there is, what does it mean to play on the fifth degree of the third chord of the tune? How does it sound? And what are the melodic implications? Does this note want to stay right there? Or does it have a melodic tendency to want to go up or to want to go down? What came before? What is this? What is that? So this is more a near training thing. So to answer your question is like, okay, I want to get this down first and then get to really soloing. My answer is no. Get this down and solo at the same time. And your understanding of the chord components will really widen from your experience in improvisation. So let me give you an example. Well, to further my explanation on this, all the things you have to play around with the melody. The melody are all the thirds, right? So if you cannot play, what I was trying to do here is just play on the thirds and add a melody around it. So if you cannot just use the thirds and make sense out of it within the key center, not that you need to blow just an A flat and then move keys or whatever, but if you cannot make sense of this melody and how it relates to what you feel about it, there's no way that visualizing the fretboard in your mind will help you make better music out of it. That's my point. So let's say you wanted to, I'll try to play using the ninth of F minor 7 there. Okay. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is, I felt that this note, the ninth of F minor 7, wanted to go down. I heard. Right, so you have to rely on this, and I don't know, I wouldn't be able to explain, or, well, we would have to sit down together with a beer for like 24 hours and be like, this is what I hear, this is the stuff that's coming out, but you cannot expect this to come from a visual standpoint. That is my big picture. So to further answer your question, what you asked for is what I'm trying to do here inefficient? But I don't think it's inefficient. I think it's part of anybody's learning jazz to really master those scale degrees and where they lay on the fretboard, but don't make this be it. It is the sound that is coming out, and it is what is this note have to do with it all, but not just in a theory perspective. Because you may wind up saying, you know what, on this chord I don't like to play the fifth at all. Yes, but the textbook says that you must play on the fifth. No, but it doesn't matter. Maybe you don't like it. And it reminds me a lot of Gary Peacock improvising, I think, on All the Things You Are, rhythm changes or Olio or whatever tune he's blowing on, and he's saying that through his own ear training technique, which is amazing, by the way, you should really check it out, he says that you need to play something and then into it to what scale degrees it relates in your mind, and then confirm what you're hearing through playing a line, a melodic line that you hear. So it may be that you're playing an ascending minor second, like. So what if I heard this, and I heard happy, I don't know if it's your birthday, I'm just saying, what if I heard this and I'm hearing happy birthday on the top of All the Things You Are? You just have to play it and confirm it, so you say, this reminds me of a melodic line I already know, happy birthday, or any other melodic line. But this is the real truth, is your background, your experience in regards to what melodies you hear in your mind, and not necessarily just numbers. And plus, on top of it, the whole thing with the frets, it doesn't matter if you can see it in 5 frets or 6 frets or just one place, so long as you can make music out of it. So I know I'm just rambling once again, and I'm pretty sure I'm being unclear as to what my answer is. But my answer is yes, Josh, keep at it. But this is not all you can do. You should really have some sense of hearing inside of what you're talking. And of course, you play in good time, you play with good rhythms, you make it swing, and add the ears component. And your method, your technique of discovering the sounds on the tune should be fine. Alright, so I'll let you go. Take good care. This was Marc from jazzguitarlessons.net. Improve your jazz guitar playing with a real teacher. See you next time.